Today, I want to talk about responsiveness. So when you are working with, especially a consultant, a lot of times we will get situations sent to us by an agency asking if we have families that might be interested in a particular adoption situation. Sometimes, and I don't like this, but sometimes an agency will only give somebody 24 hours or even less to respond and to make a decision. Do I think that's fair? Not particularly. And sometimes it's a necessity. But because of that, once you start the adoption process and go live, once you're home study ready, once you're signed up with an agency, you need to be married to your email and phone. Now, I know that's hard for a lot of you because you work full time. Some of you might be doctors. Some of you might, work in places where you just cannot have your phone with you. However, you need to find a way to figure it out because you have to be responsive. You do not want to have a situation that passes you by because you didn't respond on time. So make sure that once you begin the adoption process, if you have to schedule times during your day to check your phone and to check your personal email, you do it. And I would suggest more than just in the evening. The adoption world works 24/7, it feels like. And sometimes I get situations sent to me on a Saturday. Sometimes I get situations sent to me at 8 o'clock at night asking if I have families. So just make sure that wherever you are, anybody can take a lunch. Anybody can take a bathroom break. For goodness sakes, just grab your phone and take it with you and check it. And if you have to respond, then make that happen. Or at least just say, this looks really great. I'm super interested. I don't get off of work until this time and I can't really take a great look at it, but please know that I am looking at it. And at the same time, be responsive to your consultant if you're working with a consultant or whoever else on your team is working with you. Because many times when we are contacting you, it's time sensitive. So you don't want to miss out on an opportunity. Okay, so my second rant is about community. But what I want to say is that the adoption journey does not stop after you adopt your baby. The education must continue, and building a community of other adoptive families and adoptees and birth mothers of any part of that triad around you is so important for you and for your children. They need to see mirrors of their families, and of themselves. That's a whole nother discussion. But the adoption community is so important. And I have to tell you, it has lifted me up so many times. And what I have learned from my other adoptive families around me keeps me going every day. And the support we give each other and the understanding that we have of each other. Because some things you just can't share outside of the adoption community, but there's this safety within. There's this understanding that what is shared in this safe space is sacred. And it's so important. And for your children to be around other families like theirs, the value is huge and it's going to pay off in spades. So build your community, seek it out, continue to get educated, read books, hop on podcasts. There's so many ways that you can learn. Go start building that community, seek out the education that you need, and be available and communicate and be responsive if you are going through that adoption journey. So, so important. You guys, love to you all.